what I'm going to be starting off with is the face massage techniques. Face massage in general, you don't want to use any oil on the face, because when you use oil on the face, it kind of freaks people out. You think you're going to cause zits, all those things, so a lot of times it's better not to use any oil at all on the face. But some people will actually use jojoba or jojoba, some people pronounce it, for the face because it's a paraffin-based oil. So if you are going to use any kind of oil, just make sure you get permission to actually use it on the person's face. But otherwise, the body usually has enough oil on the face that you don't have to, so you can get that nice glide. Okay, usually with massage, you don't want to start in with the massage right away, because the problem with that is you want to build up the trust with the client. And when you build up the trust with the client, you just got to lightly place your hands on them, just for them to feel a little bit more comfortable with you then. So remember, you don't want no jarring techniques when you're performing the massage. So some people will actually place their hands over their eyes, just a nice relaxing calming, and then make sure your hands are always warm whenever you're starting massage, just to make sure. Because if your hands are cold, it's going to send a little bit of shock to the client too. So just make sure that you have your hands warm at all times then. Okay, what we're going to start off with is more of the forehead region up here. And with the forehead region, you can either use your thumbs. As you can see, you can just go back and forth right in the forehead region. Or you can actually kind of split the forehead with your thumb region. And all the techniques, you want to make sure you perform kind of slow, but every now and then you're going to have some fast techniques. So just make sure it's kind of like a roller coaster for the body. So you don't want it all one speed throughout. Sometimes the client could get bored with that, but you've got to be able to have different techniques as much as possible during the treatment. And you can also use your forearm. Okay, so you can actually use your forearm right in the forehead region. But just make sure you use it more on the flat side. This is the flexor side, it's called. So the less hairy side, especially for guys, if you have a little bit more hair on your forearms, you might not even want to perform some of these techniques. So try it out on people beforehand. But you can also use the palm of your hand, actually go down, and you can even stand up, so you can use more pressure going down for the forehead region. And these techniques are really good for if they have some kind of sinus congestion, especially sinus problems. You want to concentrate on those regions too. And also right underneath here, I'm going to concentrate just below the eye. One question you always want to make sure you have on the health forum is make sure whether they have contacts or not. So just make sure you don't massage too close to the eye region, especially if they have hard contact lenses. Most people don't have those anymore, but those can actually be jarred and actually come out easy. Okay, next one, you're actually going to go around the zygomatic bone, actually come up around, so right around the eyes. And the trick is to connect one technique in with the next. But for demonstrational purposes, I'm going to be pausing a lot to show you the techniques and to kind of break it up. But again, you want to be able to connect one technique into the next, just to make it a little bit more fluid. Okay, next one, you can actually go right around the lip region. And one thing you want to be aware of with this is make sure that they don't have braces. So nowadays they actually have clear braces, so it's hard to actually see, but just make sure you actually look at their teeth just to make sure that you're not going to hurt them with this kind of technique then. Okay, next one, you can actually just use your fingertips, just the side of the face, all these regions. Just be careful of the eyes, so just make sure you're focusing on what you're massaging then too, okay? You can also bring the technique up, but as you see when I'm going over the eyes, I'm not making sure that I'm not touching the eyes. So it's just more of a lighter technique then.